Hi there, adventurers and quest givers. It's Saul Sunforge again for Dungeons and Taverns. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful day. I go back to work tonight, so maybe not so wonderful for me in terms of making videos for you, but there was a video I wanted to cover because I feel like it's very important. And Wizards of the Coast just bought D&D Beyond, and I thought they would. It didn't take too much, prognostication skills in order to figure out that that was a move that was very, very natural and very likely to happen. I just wanted to cover my thoughts on it real quick and cover the official press release. Hasbro has a lot of properties. They have 1,500 brands about under their umbrella of influence, like Nerf, My Little Pony, Transformers, Play-Doh, Monopoly, Baby Alive, Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, Power Rangers, Peppa Pig, PJ Masks. Those are some of their bigger properties. Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering obviously bring them in a huge glut of money. And I really consider Dungeons and Dragons to be Hasbro's, what's the term the commonly used? A cash cow. I feel like Dungeons and Dragons is Hasbro's cash cow. And that's why they're ramping up the production of the books, and that's why all the games are coming out, and they're coming out with new actual shows and movies. And so Hasbro's taken D&D from a nerd fantasy in your basement as a teenager to every day, not every day, but Hollywood celebrities are coming out every day, every week, it seems like, talking about their love of D&D and how they play, and I think that ultimately Dungeons and Dragons purchasing D&D Beyond is a good thing, or it can be a good thing. And it can be a good thing it could be a good thing for Hasbro, for Dungeons and Dragons, and the player or the DM. Now, Hasbro obviously likes money. Every company likes money. That's the goal. I mean, we're in a capitalist nation. Everybody's trying to increase their wealth. It makes sense. Now, D&D Beyond, buying your books as an additional time never made sense to me. But I also was actually like one of the last smartphone holdouts. Really, I didn't really get one until I absolutely had to for work and to call home and things like that. Well, D&D Beyond is mainly a cell phone product, for your smartphone, or a tablet, or what have you. And so I never really had any benefit from it. I just made my character sheets the old school way, or well, kind of the old school way. What I do is I kind of combine the old school way, the traditional character sheet, with computers, because since I'm playing on Roll20, the character sheets are all in PDF files. It's the actual character sheet. It's just not it's not printed. It's on my screen, and then I just copy the file and paste it and make as many as I need, for as many blank character sheets as I need, and then just rename them the character's name. We're good to go. But D&D Beyond, I've made characters on there before, and it's generally pretty good. There's a few options that I've seen were missing. I can't recall them offhand, but there's certain subclasses and things that I believe were missing, or certain features from subclasses maybe. I haven't used it for a while. I haven't played in person for about a year and a half now. But I think that the D&D Beyond prices are going to go down for you, which is good, because I'm almost trying to say Blizzard, as Wizards of the Coast is actually making a larger profit margin from D&D Beyond. So I feel like the prices for you are going to go down a bit, maybe, and the amount of profit they make is going to go up, obviously, because they're not only taking half of the value from it, right? Now, the suggestion I had years ago is when you buy the book, and maybe not even just the book, the special edition book, it should give you a QR code in the back of the book that you can scan, and it makes it so this way you can access those things based off of your purchase of that special edition book. Basically, you buy the special edition, you get the code for the digital for free. That's how I feel it always should have been. Once I learned about D&D Beyond, what it even was, because I'm late to the game in terms of 5th edition. But I think that with the regular books, that you should still get a code in the back, but it should be for like $10, $15 off, something like that, some certain value off. Or maybe even they could make it so that you get a code in the back for 10% off at their store or something like that. And so you buy the book, and then you could go buy some compendium pieces from their store for 10% off. Those would all be good ideas, I feel. And admittedly, I actually don't know if they have a online front. They might. They probably do. Hasbro is a huge company. But for their D&D specific sector, I don't know if they have a store. It would make sense to me that they should. Just, stop all the second, third market sales, and that would increase their money. But we're not looking necessarily as players to increase a already filthy rich company's bank account. So I'm kind of hoping that, like I said, that buying the physical book gives you access to that book virtually. All right, so now let's go read what they have to say here. All right, Dungeons & Dragons levels up by acquiring the popular digital tool set. Dungeons & Dragons and D&D Beyond have always felt like a part of the same family. That's why we're excited to welcome everyone at D&D Beyond to formally join us at Wizards of the Coast, bringing together two teams dedicated to continuing to make Dungeons & Dragons easy to run and accessible to all. It's amazing what D&D Beyond has accomplished since its humble beginnings in 2017, and the D&D team has truly leveled up with this acquisition. With over 10 million users, that's us, the player base, millions of characters created, and millions of campaigns played, the team of 80 passionate creators across the US and Europe have brought us so much joy. We have no plans to stop supporting it. The purchases you've made, the characters you created, and the campaigns you've run aren't going anywhere. That's very important for you. Not for me, because like I said, I don't have nothing on there, but maybe some characters or whatever for free. But for those of you who bought stuff already, the fact that you still get it and don't get screwed over is great. And the fact that I have to say that is horrible, because companies always like to screw people over into buying the product for a second, or even a third time if they can. Okay, this is something from the perspective of the stock market, I suppose. So that's not really the function of my channel. I just care about what it means for you guys. What it means for the shareholders, I could care less, because I'm not a shareholder. I don't give stock market advice here. And I know enough. I could probably start a channel, but that's not what I want. I want to do D&D, and so I thought I'd report this to you because it seems very important. It seems like it's going to change. It could change the landscape of how we play online completely. They could integrate D&D Beyond with so many products now. That because it's their IP, so they have the permission. Obviously, they give themselves permission to do whatever they want, and they can integrate your Roll20 stuff into other VTTs and things like that. So, hopefully this is a good thing. If there's any updates or whatever, I'll keep you posted. If there's anything that may need to be spoken of, if anything comes into light in the future. But for right now, I think it's a net positive, but I'm cautiously optimistic because I could see them getting very greedy with it and increasing the prices, and then not doing what I'm saying about putting the QR code in a book, and they're going to just have it so that you buy the online books from them, they get a higher profit, and then they also cost you more money. So that at that point, there's no benefit for you. So keep an eye out on that. All right, let me know in the comments section how you feel about this change. If you have something important to say, I'll answer your questions, of course. If you like my content, give me one of these, and make sure you hit the follow, and go ahead and let your friends know, and maybe we'll grow the community. That's my ultimate goal. So I've been Saul Sunforge. Sign out. Have a great day.